submitted a budget proposal. One of the it's an unprecedented budget. We have never, have this type of budget proposal. A budget that is over 1 trillion naira. After the submission of that budget, the government on its own have actually celebrated its boldness, the courageousness to actually come up with that type of proposal that we see the state transforming to a new Niger. And yes, after that, many have actually been looking at what is the performance of the budget. How has the budget been translated into reality? This is one big question people keep asking, and it's of course prompted us to bring this to the fore so that we give people the opportunity, an expert to actually give us an expert view on the proposal of this budget. Where has it taken us to? And of course, there has been a mission and vision to take the state to promised land. Niger State is going to have a new Niger with courtesy of the former governor. But now the question now is that from the day the political trajectory for New Niger has been set, how far so far? It's important this fundamental questions is being asked so that the executive who have actually set this agenda could give us yes the answers to see whether we are on the very vantage position, if we are actually moving steadily to get to the promised land. Is very important, and if we are not, then what actually is the problem, what needed to be done? The state belongs to all the citizens of the state, and they have a way of making their own contribution to the development of the state. So if things are not forthcoming, it's very, very important that you ask questions. Yes, we, like I said, I promised us we're going to be joined by a doctor who will actually be talking us through on what he actually feel about this agenda that is being set by the former governor. Is he's actually on the right path? If it is not, it's always very good for you. Some of your decision that you take, and if you feel they are not forthcoming, you will send your decision and take the ones that are actually palatable to help you. Because government, is something that is for a time, and the little time you have to serve, you actually have to do something very important, something very good. So let's see if we can actually have our resource person, if it's actually set on a place where network will allow us to talk, so that we hear from his own expertise view. Then we take it back to the listeners to actually come in and make their own input. So you can follow us on our Facebook page at Badeggi Radio 90.1 FM to make your own comment and contribution. Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. We are fine, sir. So you are already live on Badeggi Radio 90.1 FM, Mina.
Okay.
Yes. We're actually looking at state of affairs in Niger State, and we want to begin the 2025 budget submitted to Niger State's House of Assembly by the former governor was an unprecedented one. You have a budget of 1.4 trillion naira. Now, of course, Niger has expected an unprecedented level of development 2 years after the bill. Why is it the state is where it is today, with a lot of complaints by citizens on virtually all the sector of the economy? Budget of 1.4 trillion naira that is unprecedented, and people expect that there should be an unprecedented development. So far, so good. What do you see the performance of the budget?
The performance of the budget of Niger State is very, very, very poor. Very poor in the sense that right from the beginning, it is not going to be realistic. There is no sincerity. As far as I am concerned, there is no sincerity in the budget presented. And of course, we are already in the last quarter of the year. There is nothing to write home about. In fact, with many MDAs, Ministry Partner Agencies, receiving zero allocation. Even a state like Kano in the north, that I think in the north it is the Kano state government that generates more revenue than any other state, have never presented a budget to this amount. Not to talk of Niger State, where majority source is from the federal allocation account. So it is not going to be realistic, and there is no sincerity. And of course, the State Assembly supposed to have questioned that budget in the first place, but because they have become rubber stamp, so to speak, they don't scrutinize the budget. They don't see how we are going to actually achieve such budget in the first place. Perhaps maybe because of the little token the executive government give to them, and of course they just go ahead to approve the budget without critically looking into it. So it is not going to actually work, except there is sincerity in whatever we do. That's my take as far as the issue of budget is concerned.
Okay, even though you have actually touched the State Assembly, how will you describe the state talking about State Assembly in terms of check and balances, and of course its oversight function, to put the executive arm of government on its toe? How will you describe the State Assembly?
They are rubber stamp. They are doing nothing except receiving their salary and allowances, and also the little token that will be given to them. They don't actually do their work, as far as I'm concerned. They are not doing anything. There is no check and balances. If not, the budget will not even scale through. Because the budget is about generation and expanding, right?
Yes.
They're supposed to find out how are we going to source this. Is it going to be realistic? They have not done that. And that's why we ended up borrowing. And still, that's why the huge amount of borrowing, there is no project executed since the beginning of this tenure. No project executed. We have not seen any. But of course, they have started. Many projects they have started, but actually none executed up to now.
Okay, with attitude, did you now, from your own point of view, see this budget, like you said, if many projects have started, do you now see some of these projects being completed, despite the fact that they are ganjatic projects, some of them? Don't you see that the government, with the effort, working towards executing this project, you at the end of the day have many projects being executed or commissioned at a blow?
So we hope to see that. We hope to see that. It's a prayer. We pray, because despite the fact that a lot of money has been put there, if there is no execution, then it has become a white elephant project. We don't want a situation where we have a lot of white elephant projects. But if there is sincerity, it can be executed. We are praying. In the long run, they will be executed. But as far as this year is concerned, the year is ending, nothing achieved. We are the least as far as the budget performance index in Nigeria. Niger State recorded least, despite the fact that the budget is more than 1.24 trillion naira.
Okay, away from that, you're following trend of event in the state. What did you make of the recent event in the House of Assembly, where a commissioner nominee was rejected for once suing the House to court? And of course, he has eventually won the case. He was being rejected as one of the commissioner nominee. What did you make of that?
So that is an in-house problem between them. Of course, if we are looking at the person concerned, of course, they don't have any reason not to screen him in the first place. But because there is interest, selfish interest between them, he touched them, he sued them. Of course, it is an institution. An institution can be sued just like an individual. If they have done something wrong, which is not comfortable, or they have infringed into his right, as a citizen, and of course, as a trained lawyer, he can sue them. So just like individual, if individual infringe into your right, you can sue him. So an institution can also be sued. So there's nothing wrong with that, suing them and winning them. So they don't have any reason not to screen him. As far as the governor find him worthy to be nominated, except if there is political reasons, maybe between the members, or maybe there is problem from his constituency. If the constituency rejected him, that could have been a better reason. But they didn't show any of such reason. They just went ahead to say somebody who's have served 4 terms, and of course he sued the house to court. Is not supposed to be screened. That is, to me, it is not going to work if we continue this way. It's not that they are saying he is not competent. No issue of incompetency, but issue of suing them. Of course, he can sue them. Anybody can sue state assembly to court if they actually contravene the provision of the constitution. And of course, he's a trained lawyer. A lawyer will never keep quiet if he sees things going wrong. That's why he's trained to be a lawyer. He's a freedom fighter. He's a right fighter.
All right, thank you very much. We have to appreciate you. But first, before you go, you have to. We actually failed to introduce you to the public. Can you please make your introduction?
My name is Dr. Amin Usari from the Department of Sociology at Banamasi Babangida University, Lapai.
Thank you very much, Doctor, for your time. We hope to talk to you some other time.
There is no problem. Anytime you are welcome.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Thank you very much. We appreciate as well. Well, that has been the voice of Dr. Aminu from the Department of Sociology, IBB University, Lapai, who has actually given us his own, point of view regarding state of affairs, with reference in state of affairs in Niger State, with clear reference to budget performance, and of course, the state assembly, they are supposed to actually keep the government on control via oversight function and other things, so that government, there should be a proper check and balances. Of course, again, there is another issue. One of the big drama that happened during the screening of commissioners in the house, where the commissioner from Agwara, talking about Bello Agwara, was actually being rejected after a motion from a member representing Chanchaga Kabiru Ustaz, who actually said that the member have actually once taken the house to court, and on that ground he should be rejected. He will not be approved by the house to become a commissioner. And suddenly there was a U-turn. The same member actually came to say yes, he should be accepted, though, and he was being embraced from the feelers we are having. Yes, he has actually now been accepted after a lot of outcry. So the member actually thought, we could have, the support of the masses. Of course, after outcry, I think he have to have a rethink to do the right thing. So what do you think is going to be the future of our democracy with this type of attitude that is coming out from politicians? So now we want to take it to the callers, to the listeners, to have your own opinion. Did you see hope in Nigerian political trajectory in comparison to what actually happened in 1999 when we returned to democracy, and what we are having from the crop of politicians today that are actually, doing things in the way they feel they should do? Do you see hope for Nigerian democracy with the attitude from our new crop of politicians in comparison to what has actually happened in 1999? So call us and let us feel your own your own input on these issues that we have actually brought to the fore this bright and promising Thursday morning. Let's begin to hear your own calls. Hello.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Daya.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, Hamza Ademo is my name from Lima, Mina.
You're welcome to the program, sir.
My concern is on this 1.4 trillion proposed budget by Niger State government. Sincerely, I am not comfortable, because we all know the level at which the state will generate IGR, which we know it is very low. So my belief, I know it is going to be funded through borrowing. Already we have an unbearable amount of borrowed funds, domestic and internationally. Honestly, the state is likely going to is likely going into something that the consequence might not be so comfortable. I mean, with Niger Light especially. I hope the government will see to actually a way to increase her IGR so that this borrowing will not become something of a very serious consequence on us. Please, I equally want to align myself with that caller in your previous program from Tuna Umar Oche, who advised that you should please find a way to censor some of these phone-in callers, this call, because some people, to my own view, are taking it as if they are to what I will call digital mola. In fact, it is hidden business. Phone-in program is a very serious business. It is a business where dissemination is made and at the same time a feedback is received. So please, equally, they on many occasions even stop people from calling, and before you realize the time is up. So please, you should guard some of these calls so that the program will be well organized. Thank you.
Thank you very much for this apt contribution. We appreciate it. Yes, I think the last caller this caller have actually make a very, very sensitive, commentary on some of the things that we should do. We appreciate your call. Hello. 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 Good morning. Good morning. Your voice is rather very faint. You'll be audible so that we can get to hear you. Yes, we are looking at state of affairs in Niger State. We're looking at the budget performance. We are having a budget of 1.4 trillion naira. And what is the performance? Do you see hope in having new Niger? An unprecedented budget has been presented. And what is the performance? The State Assembly, the attitude in the State Assembly in terms of checks and balance, is it something worthy of reckoning with? And of course, the recent rejection of our commissioner nominee in the State Assembly. What message to our democracy? Hello.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Fire.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. How is the program?
We thank God, sir.
My name is Abdullah Monet, calling from Boso Local.
Okay, you're welcome to the program.
The story of Niger State is just like a name military people use because when there is no difference between Mr. A and Mr. B, they say Abu and Abu. So it only seems that the Abu is smarter than Abu in this story. So we should just pray that things go well in the near future. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Well, he is describing the state of affairs in Niger State as the story of Abu and Abu when things are not going way. Things are going the same way. Many things going the same way. And, I remember when the former governor came on board in his inaugural speech, he said something about it's not going to be business as usual, but business as usual. So are we having the business unusual? I don't know. Hello.
It's not business as usual, Mr. Apaya.
It's not business as usual.
Budget of 1.4 trillion naira. Apaya.
Yes.
Just the way the doctor said. The legislative doing their work as an oversight legislators. Because Apaya, look at what's happened even during the screening of these commissioners' nominees. I expect them to take their pedigree, look at their field of endeavor, full questions to them, and then I expect them to give an extensive explanation to Niger Light. But all what I see is an indoor arrangement where you end up telling somebody to take a bow. And that's why, from the body language, most of these commissioners, even from their appearance, they knew they are going to take a bow. Gone are days when even if you appear before the Senate House, you will be scared because of the kind of questions you know you are going to answer, even if you belong to the parliamentary house before. But what is playing these days, I don't know. I don't know if they are really the rubber stamp we are looking for. But I think it's high time our legislative wake up to their own duty so that they will do their work as an oversight put the executive in their tools whenever they go wrong, and we expect a very good legislation. Then lastly, I think it's high time the former governor trace this budget to reality. But apparently, the question I want to ask, every budget comes with its name. What this budget, I know, what is it tagged with? Is it a budget of common Nigerians, or what is it tagged with?
Well, I think you will have to find out. You will have to find out from those who actually presented the budget, or probably go to state assembly or ask if you have a way of getting to governor. Governor is a very free man. He has different platform where he listens to people, so you can ask from that. Get to hear. Let's take our last call. Okay.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, small boy.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, this is Olayemi calling from Sunga.
Yeah, so you have to very snappy because of news flash.
All right, no problem. Yeah, I just want to talk about the project. Really, to begin with, it was a bogus and unrealistic budget. Because truth is, Niger State, I don't have facts and figures, but I doubt if this state generates up to 10 billion naira a month. So looking at it economically, it is not really realistic because the state doesn't generate enough money to finance the project. Because even nationally, we operate a deficit budget where we borrow to finance the capital project and maybe even recurring expenditure and all of that. So really, I would advise that we should go back to the drawing board, get a more realistic target, meet them, take them one step at a time, and then we get there. You still have a lot of potential to be explored, ranging from agriculture to whatever. So get good economic team to advise you as the governor, and then we take it a step at a time instead of presenting unrealistic budget. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that up contribution. Well, listener, at this point, we shall be taking a little breather to bring you the news flash, and when we come back, the program continues. Please stay and don't go anywhere.
Time to take it back. In time. Badeggi Radio. News.
Get the latest news in Nigeria and the world on Badeggi Radio. We give you the latest updates and keep you informed 10 a.m. every morning with News Flash. Keep up with what is happening on the globe with news at 12 noon and get more information with news at 5 p.m. Get all you need to know in one place.
News.
Good morning and welcome to Badeggi Radio News Flash. Federal government has put the country's security apparatus on the highest level of alert in response to worsening insecurity and recent attacks in some parts of the country. Minister of Power Adebayo Adelabu has assured Nigerians that exporting electricity to the West African sub-region will not affect domestic supply, saying the country currently has enough capacity to meet local demand. One of the leaders of Islamic State West Province, Africa Province, ISWAP, being prosecuted by the Department of State Services for alleged terrorism, Hussein Ismaila has been convicted of offenses of terrorism. That's the news. Thanks for listening.
Badeggi Radio Link is a current affairs program that discusses trending issues with professionals, experts, analysts, captains of industries, government officials, among others. The program is aimed at keeping you abreast with the current happenings within and outside the country with a view to empowering you with robust information. Information, as they often say, is power. And once you are informed, you will never be deformed. Badeggi Radio Link comes up every weekday from 9:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Listeners, you too can be a part of the program by dialing our telephone line at 091 38579001. Badeggi Radio Link, a platform that keeps you informed.
Listeners, you're welcome back to your favorite program, the Badeggi Radio Link. And this morning we are looking at state of affairs with a particular reference to budget performance in Niger State. The year is gradually winding out, and we are looking at the budget performance. You know, the former governor have presented an unprecedented budget proposal to the State Assembly, talking about 1.4 trillion naira budget proposal. It's very unprecedented, and Nigeria, so Nigerians actually expect an unprecedented level of development in the state because of what the former governor actually put to the fore. You know, it has given many Nigerians the confidence that yes, the new Niger agenda is going to be achievable. But you know, many are now saying that you know, from the budget and the reality on ground, they are not a kind of commiserating. It's not commiserating. So what is actually happening? Again, we look at the State Assembly that is supposed to actually serve as a panacea to which we have a check and balance to the executive. What is the oversight function of the United States Assembly? Is it forthcoming? Are they actually carrying out oversight function to see that the works that is going on in the state is actually receiving an accelerated, development when contractors are actually abandoning their job, schools, hospitals, and many other places in the sector of the economy is not actually forthcoming. What is actually happening? The State Assembly that's supposed to serve as check and balances, are they actually doing their work to make sure that they keep the executive on toes? Again, we look at the recent development in the State Assembly where the commissioners who are actually gone to the State Assembly to have their screening and have approval of the state before they can become commissioners. Yes, one of the commissioner nominee from Agwara, talking about Bello Agwara, was actually being rejected after a motion by a member representing Chanchaga constituency, talking about Kabir Ustaz, who actually said that the House cannot, approve his nomination as the commissioner because he has once sued the House to court over an issue, and of course the court have found his suit to be worthy, and judgment has been granted to him. So the member is actually now saying that why should he sue the House? On that ground, he moved a motion for the rejection of that commissioner nominee, even though the news feelers coming to us have is that he has actually now been reconsidered. So what do you think about this? Let's hear your own. Earlier before now, we have actually featured Dr. Aminu from Department of Sociology, IBB University, who has actually given us his own perspective view regarding this issue. What is your own view? You can call us on 09138 579001. And of course, you can post your Facebook comment on our Facebook page at Badeggi Radio 90.1 MZFM for your comment, and on our YouTube channel you can follow us at Badeggi Radio 90.1 TV. Like and subscribe to the page for you can have more and more of our programs. Hello. Hello, are you there?
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Ambassador Gebu the Challenger. I'm calling you from Tudum, Fulani City.
Okay, go ahead.
Remember that they stopped his screening yesterday. I mean, day before yesterday, before they screened him yesterday. If you take a look at it, at least he took the state assembly to court because it is his fundamental human right now. And by law, if something is wrong, it's not a bad thing for you to take it to the court so that you get your mandate back. And he took it. He won the case to let you know that equity, justice, and fairness, he practices it. And for our members, we are the ones that elected them into office now. We send them there to represent us, to practice what we call accountability and transparency. Where is it? To practice what we call open door policy. Where is it? Is there anything that they're supposed to keep it secret from us, Usman Abaya? Then secondly, if you take a look at it, this project that is going on, there are some places that the project has stopped. So what is the chairman house committee on works going to tell us pertaining that? Like the one in Bega Junction down to Shalom, down to Boso. The work has stopped since during Salah. So I don't see any reason why up till now they have not been giving up updates. According to what they are saying, they said during that time it is during rainy season. They are waiting for dry season to come so that they will start the work. Dry season has come and they have not started the work. And most of the work, they have been doing it during rainy season. Even this one, they lay it during rainy season, no? Even the asphalt, they lay it during rainy season. So what is stopping them to come out to tell us the reason why this construction work is not going on smoothly up to now? So please, I'm challenging those why.
All right, thank you very much, Gebu, for your contribution. 09138579001 is the number to call. You can, of course, lend your voice here. What do you feel about the budget performance in Niger State? And of course, the State Assembly, their oversight function, and other things they do to check the government. Is it forthcoming? How do you feel about that? Again, the recent incident in the House where a member rejected or puts a motion to reject a commissioner nominee for taking the the House to court. Is this democracy? How do you feel about this? And how healthy do you think this could be to our democracy if this trajectory continue? Hello. Yes, duel and call us back. I think we're having some network glitches from the network providers. From your own ends. Our network is perfectly, okay. We don't know what your own, how is your own, but you can try again. 09138579001 is the number to call and make your comment and contribution based on the topic we've just presented to you. Just before then, let's take some of the messages we have here on our Facebook page. We have this one coming from Ibrahim Saleh. He said, "Good morning, Mr. Paya. My take on today's issue. Niger State budget performance in 2025 has shown strong planning intent but weak execution, with low percentage of revenue allocation and expenditure realization in the initial quarters, undermining the realization of developmental goals envisaged in the state fiscal strategy." Yes, that's according to Ibrahim Saleh. Matthew Maniachi K. Kuki said, "Good morning." Thank you very much. Mohammed Aboishi Mohammed say, "Good morning. I am watching live from Abuja, Nigeria." Thank you very much for taking your time to watch us. Ali said, "With the borrowings and expenditure that does not reflect on the ground, I tend to look at the new Niger stanza as a joke. No water, security zero, education zero, health zero, the so-called agriculture, new Niger food is a mirage, and good governance is a capital zero. What is really happening?" I have no answer to your question. Ibrahim Saleh is coming back to say, "Once again, good morning. The recent suspension of the screening process for a nominated commissioner in Niger State by a member representing Chanchaga constituency has stirred a considerable controversy. Lawmakers' action appear to mimic the style and authority of Lieutenant A.M. Yarima, a notable figure known for a commanding approach during his tenure. However, this attempt has evidently fallen short of expectation. While Lieutenant A.M. Yarima was respected for balancing fairness with firmness with due process, the current members move to halt the screening seamlessly lacked the same legitimacy and broad-based support, raising question about the motive and procedural fairness. Such a suspension not only disrupts the state's administrative progress but also undermines the democratic norms of transparency and accountability in public office, public service appointment. This incident highlights the challenges within Niger State political landscape, where individuals' ambition can sometimes overshadow institutional procedures. It underscores the need for elected representatives to prioritize the collective good over personal or political posturing, ensuring that the governance remains effective and credible. I raised my case. Well, your case is very, very lengthy one. This one is coming from Umar Azmi. He said, good morning. Whenever I hear the word budget, I go to my dictionary, but looking at it physically, I get so confused. How that budget is confusing. How about budget performance? I don't know. Ask the governor. He has answer to that. 09138 579001 is number to call. And of course, join the conversation. Like I said, we are looking at the state of affairs in Niger State with particular reference to the budget performance, the budget presented by the former governor to State Assembly, 1.4 trillion naira budget proposal. Unprecedented budget, you may say. Niger Lights expect an unprecedented level of development by now, as most importantly as the year is running out. What do you think about this? Hello.
It's my pa. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
This is Douglas from Lancaster.
You're welcome to the program, Mr. Douglas.
Oh, we are confused on budget. Is it budget for their own pocket or for the masses? Me, I don't understand this budget. For how many years budget? We didn't say anything. Is it for their own pocket or for the masses? We don't know. I beg, ask the governor for us. No, here for him.
Okay, the governor is, I think, the authority are having their ears to the ground and they're listening. The question you have, we have no answer to that. But again, those who actually sworn to an oath or swear to the Quran and the Constitution to provide good governance, protect the lives and properties of the people, have the answers to your questions. Probably they will at the right time. Hello.
Hello?
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yes, your name and where you're calling from, please.
This is the Nasser from Savongari.
Nasser, you're welcome to the program.
Yeah, I have one question. This budget issue, is it budget 2025 budget that we are discussing about it?
Yes, the 2025 budgets. Remember the former governor presented the budget proposal of over 1 trillion naira to the State Assembly.
Okay. Okay.
And there is a mission.
I see the budget that are discussing, 2025 budget and 2025 is going out now. And there's nothing that you can say you are talking about that budget now. And you are still discussing about the budget. That's why I'm asking that question. No problem. Help them help us too.
Thank you.
The issue.
Oh, sorry. I just cut you off. Not knowing that you have another issue you want to discuss. Please do well and call us back. Hello. Yes, 09138579001 is number to call. And of course, for those of you following on our Facebook page, you can post your comment and it shall be read house here. And of course, you can as well follow us on our YouTube channel at Badeggi Radio 90.1 TV, where you first and foremost like the page, comment and of course subscribe to the page. Then you like and comment, so you could have more and more of our programs on this frequency. 09138579001 is number to call. We are looking at the budget performance in Niger State after the budget proposal to Niger State House of Assembly, a budget of 1.4 trillion naira, and we look at the members of the Niger State House of Assemblies, their function, of course, one of their primary duties, which is to make sure that there is a check and balance, and of course conducting an oversight function to see that all the apparatus of the government, the MDAs, are actually working without compromising, and of course the duty that is supposed to be carried out. If there is something, I think there is a good legislation, and that is one of the reasons for oversight function. So is this oversight function forthcoming? Another very interesting issue we have actually presented before you this bright and promising Thursday morning is the issue of the recent event in the Niger State House of Assembly, where a particular commissioner nominee was rejected by a member representing Chenchega constituency, talking about Kabir Ustaz, on the ground that the commissioner nominee has once sued the State House of Assembly for a case, and he has actually got the judgment in the court. Probably the House see this as a kind of blow onto them. Nobody should have the infantry to sue the House and of course come back to say he wants to become a commissioner and he wants the approval of the House. So democracy, is it a conquest? That's a big question we're asking. What did you feel about these issues? Call and let's share the opinions. What do you think about this? And you can do that via our telephone line 09138579001. And let's have your opinion. Hello.
Hello, Apaya.
Yes, Mr. Adekule.
Good morning, Apaya.
Good morning, Mr. Adekule.
Thank you very much for this wonderful topic.
Yes.
Are you with me?
I'm with you.
And my own contribution on this issue of concurrent budget, some of this can reach their mind by the state government, and it's not really making impact in the life of the Niger life, as far as I'm concerned. Because the dividend of democracy is about by the time the people elected you as a leader, you should be able to be transparent and accountability and let them appreciate the dividend of democracy. Look at about 2-3 days ago, we were complaining about issue of water. We don't have water. Look at the pensioners are crying, are complaining. The necessary infrastructure that have direct bearing to the life of the people are not even found yet. And we keep on seeing budgeting of money, seeing intention of this government. So where is the dividend of democracy to the people? And most of all this money, either you borrow or within the comfort of the state, it is the taxpayer money. But in one way or the other, let this money replicate in the life of the taxpayer. So at least by the time you are taxing them, you are asking them to come and pay the tax. They will see the dividend of democracy within their life and within the environment and community. Look at the issue of this water, a big issue within the state capital. We are not talking about other 25 local governments. So where is the money going in fire? This is the question we should be asking. The state government is borrowing money, they are budgeting money, but we are not seeing it on the ground. So please, we are calling on the elected leader within the Niger State coffer. We need to move this state forward. We need to replicate what we are seeing in other states. It is not a sign miracle. It is a wonderful that rather doing there, giving the people the dividend of democracy. Look at the Edo State governor. We do how many years now? Go and see what he's doing. It's not a magic. The money is coming. And they are using the money to do the necessary enrichment of the people. So please, Niger State government, it is a wake-up call. It is a wake-up call. We need to move this state forward. We cannot continue being like this. Issue of water, look at it. We are crying every day. Go to hospital. The people cannot access good health within the hospital. So where is the dividend of democracy in Suman Apaya? Where is the dividend of democracy? God bless you all.
Thank you very much. Let's take it back to the Facebook page. We have this one coming from Umar Azumi once again. So looking at the budget performance, it seems to be of two types. One of the people in power who benefits its premium, and two for the masses who only hear it on TV and radio. What a shame. That's according to Umar Azmi. Aliu is coming back with another one. Say, looking at the budget performance, it appears okay. Yes. I think this Ali is copying from Umar Azmi. 0913857901 is the number to call and make your voices heard on this platform. Hello.
Hello, good morning, Osman Apaya.
Good morning, Mr. Emmanuel, I suppose.
Yes, this is Mr. Emmanuel calling from Maitumbi.
You're welcome to the program, Mr. Emmanuel.
Yeah, Osman Apaya, you see, the Governor Bago as a person, I think he has that developmental intention for Niger State. The area which people are complaining, in fact, he is as a governor, like Governor Babangida Aliu. You see, that's one of those things I cherish in him. He called himself the servant of people, the chief servant. And because of that, most times he goes to radio to answer questions from people and to tell them the way, what actually is going on in the government. You understand? So the area which people are complaining about Bago, if your conscience is clear and you know what you are doing, you don't need to hide yourself. Go to the radio. We know things cannot be done at a time. You are doing this, you are doing that, you are doing. So all of them cannot be done at a time. So if he knows that what actually is doing is moving forward, and he knows why some areas are lacking, why can't he go to radio and tell people? Let him listen to people, he hear from people and answer people. You understand? So he's a man I cherish because I can see some of the developmental work he is doing in Niger State. But then, it's the last election. You see, there's no way, there's no way you can say APC won the 25 local government in Niger State. It's not done anywhere. Even if you want to declare one party system, how possible is it? If you declare it, in fact, from the top, it can be collapsed. From the top. And once it collapses from the top, that of state is also collapsed. So please, he has to be on his feet to do things that Nigerites will appreciate. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Emmanuel, for that contribution. I think with Mr. Ima's call, we shall be drawing the curtains for today on this program. We actually brought you the budget performance or a discussion on budget performance. Earlier before now, we have actually featured Dr. Aminu from Department of Sociology, IBB University Lapai, who actually gave us his own expertise view, and his opinion is that the budget performance has fell short of what is expected, that Niger State is now, being placed on the below the bottom, of in terms of performance. Niger State is far left behind. That's why, presenting a budget, an unprecedented budget of 1.4 trillion naira. We've never had this type of budget in Niger State before. Believing that the government is going to wake up to, generate resources here and there, mop of, resources, block leakages, so that we can have this proposal become reality. But we are yet to see that, even though we still have a month or two to close the year. We don't know whether magic is going to spring up from somewhere so that the budget will have the budget is going to be implemented to the fullest. We don't know what the magic is going to come off. And again, the State Assembly is one area that people have actually been expressing their concern, because one of the primary responsibility of the State Assembly or the legislature is to make sure that there is a check and balance, and of course they should be carrying out oversight function, so that whenever the executive is going out of the way, they should be able to bring them to the track. But we have not seen that. Again, the recent event in the State Assembly is one big issue that have actually sent bad image of the House. So we're bringing all this in so that again you can make correction going forward, because the trajectory is far so put your house in order. Well, want to appreciate our listener for taking your time to listen to this program. As always, until next week, next week Monday, where we shall be here with yet another interesting package of the program on Badeggi Radio Link. Until then, I am Usman Apaya. Thank you for listening. God bless you, and goodbye for now.